Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Boy, do we have a cool video for you today regarding Project Bobby B. So, a while back I placed an order for some custom pieces to kind of customize the car. And we're going to pull them out and then we're going to go into the story of how Bobby B came to be. Alright, let's do this guys. So the one thing I really do need to talk about is how the name Bobby B came. I don't think I've ever addressed that very much other than the live chats for the people who've watched those. Honestly, it's pretty silly. Um, we asked uh, we asked the boys, what do you think we should name the MGB? And the boys said Bobby. Like Bobby. Me and the missus were like, Bobby, that's kind of silly. And then it's MGB, so it became Bobby B. So now it's Project Bobby B. And it's as simple as that. But it's funny and we like it, and that's why we got this guy now. Alright, so let's go ahead in here. Wrapped up. Oh, look at this. Oh, yes. So I had these made custom emblems. Let me know what you guys think. Look at that. Done in epoxy, done by my buddy from CustomPony1.com. He does some pretty cool work. He does mostly Mustang work. He does all Mustang work, but he hooked me up since he kind of works on the Boss a little bit. But what we're gonna do is I want your guys' opinions on this. I've got 3 of them. One's already on the back. I'll show you guys here in a second. But I'm debating whether I want to put them on the fender, kind of like so. Or maybe a little forward. Alright, I got Christmas stuff in here, so I can't really show you guys much because it's all in the way. But one on the fender, or what I'm actually thinking I'm preferring is I'm going to have that, eventually this bumper guard will be custom mounted with some fabricated plates. But I'm considering getting another grill mount, kind of similar to that, and putting it right in there on the front grill. So it'd be kind of sticking out, or even above there. It's hard to tell the way I'm doing this, yeah. But I think that this might be the way to go. Let me know what you guys think, what you guys think's better. It's hard to tell in the garage, but it's middle of the night, so it's the only way I can get some light. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the back one. That is pretty badass if you ask me. I think it's awesome. Project Bobby B, 1 of 1. Alright, I'm digging it. Oh, let's sit in the car. Alright guys, here we are. Oh man, my door's stuck in Christmas lights. Alright, so here we are inside of Project Bobby B. And I don't think I've explicitly stated this in a video before, other than probably the first video for Project Bobby B. That was like when I first got the car. I'd never done YouTube before, 0 subscribers, and I was just kind of, tooling around, just recording my progress. That was the plan, was originally just record the progress in the car to go back and watch it. But I want to kind of go over again how Project Bobby B came to be. Well, it's a interesting story. So I moved to Virginia Beach and I had a 2005 Mustang GT. And I traded it in one day on the Boss 302, and I had the Boss for probably about 1 month, okay? And I had a neighbor in the neighborhood, and he's actually following the build as well, but he had an old car parked under a whole bunch of boxes in his garage. And he was always walking his Cocker Spaniels through the neighborhood. We had these nature trails, and I always chat with him. He's a nice guy. And then one day I asked him, I said, hey man, what do you got under those boxes in there? It looked like an old, it was a really old convertible of some sort. He's like, oh, it's an old MGB. And I thought it might be a midget, but he's like, oh, no, it's an old MGB. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I'd love to come take a look sometime. And he's like, you want to buy it? And I'm like, buy it? I had just bought the Boss, and I was like, man, my wife will kill me if I bought this car. I had just bought my brand new dream toy sitting right over there, and it just would have been a not smart move for me. So I initially was like, no, I can't do that. But then I was talking to my wife, and we had a 2-car garage similar to what I'm in right now. And she basically told me, I told her how much it was, and it was like how good a deal it was. And I just kind of forgot about it, but she had said, if you can fit it in the garage, go ahead and get it. And I was like, done. And I had workout equipment at the time. I sold all the workout equipment and basically paid for the car that way. It was the even swap, and he gave me the car. It had been sitting inside his garage for, so there's a sticker on the window from 1988, December of 1988. Okay, so that's a long time right there, and the car had been sitting for 30 years because I got it in 18. 30 years, and hadn't been running. He said he had started getting it repaired. He had the carbs rebuilt and they were put back on the car, but the car engine was dismantled. The whole interior was dismantled. Nothing was on the car. It was stripped, ready to be redone. It was probably in a perfect state that where if I wanted to like fully sand it down and start painting, I could have. However, I just wanted to get the car running. He told me that he didn't want to part the car out, and he knew I was a good car guy who would take care of the car. And so I was like, yes, I absolutely would. And the plan is to turn this into a father-son project with my 2 boys that you guys have seen in the channel. And we're gonna keep moving forward with that. The cool thing is when he gave me the car, I got the car for $500. Well, he also had probably, I don't know, probably $1,000 to $1,500 worth of brand new parts, including the floor pans, a bunch of the trim pieces, a bunch of the little nooks and crannies pieces that it sucks to buy. But a lot of the rubber gaskets and stuff like that's here. So probably about $1,000 worth of parts. And spending and I worked on this car for a while, and I was so close to getting it started, and I had something I had to do for work, and I got sent away for 8 months, and I was going to get this car started a week before I got sent away, and I fell short, and it almost caused me to lose complete heart in the project. But I kind of kept plugging away at it. I came back, plugged away at it some more, started losing heart again, and came close to selling it here in North Carolina. I got some offers on it, and I was going to sell it and buy a Fox Body Mustang to turn that into my project car. Well, I was messing around with the engine one day, and I realized that there was a test wire in there, it looked like. I'm assuming that's what it was, because it wasn't really connected to anything, and it didn't look like it belonged. I removed that, and then I had a free wire that did look like it belonged, and I plugged it in, and I couldn't believe it. Like, all my problems were something super simple. And I got the car running, and ever since then, my invigoration for this project has gone up 100%. My boys love the car. We're very excited about it. And as you can see, we're fully on into customizing it. I hope you guys, I know there's a lot of guys out there like to keep their car as it was from the factory. That's not me. I kind of want to make this car mine. This is for sure a one-of-one MGB. And I definitely appreciate you guys who've subscribed to follow the build. It's been a fun trip so far, and I look forward to continuing to bring you guys more. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We have a 500 subscriber giveaway coming up that was kind of plugged at the beginning, and we're going to be giving away one of these cool shift knobs, and I know for a fact that whoever wins it is going to really like it. Yeah, they're each one's one of a kind because they come from different pieces of burl, and none of them will look the same. And whoever wins, we're going to custom make it for their car. The only stipulation is we cannot do overdrive transmissions right now. We don't know how to do the switch. I don't have a car to model it off of, so it's going to be a standard knob. So if you're an MG guy and you have overdrive, maybe you have another car that you can use it on, but we'll address that when the time comes. It's going to be randomly picked, but I definitely, again, I appreciate all the support so far on this channel. The car would never have gotten running without all the advice from you guys. And it's been a fun trip so far, and I can't wait to keep going and seeing what happens with the car next year. The winters kind of keep me bogged down, but you know, car's still running. On nice days, we're gonna get it out. I have a fun little outing planned for an upcoming video. There's a GT near me that's kind of sitting dormant, and I'm gonna go talk to the owner and see if I can learn something about it. If he'll let me. If not, you'll see me get kicked off the guy's property, but. It'll be fun. Again, guys, like, subscribe. Appreciate you. Take care.